Hello, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, welcome in. I'm doing general readings for the collective, posting November 27th, 28th. Even though I use the dates just for cataloging on the channel, the readings aren't usually specific to a date unless I mention that specifically. But we are still in the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius. So I thought I would use the Queen of the Moon Oracle just to see what's going on behind the scenes for you, what energy might be guiding you at this time. Also, the readings, because they're general, they will not resonate with all water signs. For those of you who have been here before, you get that, but I'm speaking to people who are new watchers. And for those who have been liking, commenting, subscribing, I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Take a look around. You can even scroll through the playlists to see if any titles speak to you, because I do spend some time figuring out the best title to sort of encapsulate or summarize the general energy of the reading. That's the only way I can kind of let you know what might be happening. So take a look, and you can also feel free to flip characters around. If you think I'm talking about you versus the other person, that's fine. Let's see what we got. Perfect noon for the new moon, the void. That's what the new moon is always all about. So here it comes through for you, water sign. It's kind of hard for you to see the image, but there's a figure laying there under the darkness of the new moon, also referred to as the void. It is the number 1 card. That is a very powerfully spiritual card, so I will read it to you. Your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. While the full moon, full attractive power, gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. So that's why I like to do the new moon pick-a-cards each month, because I kind of see it as a fun time to activate our intuition and take a look at spontaneous energies that may be coming in, set intentions, and release what doesn't serve. So I like to do it around the new moon because the full moon already gets all the attention. I'm going to pull 3 cards now from the Lenormand deck. I love this little deck. It's fun. It just gives us an idea of the energies. The last couple readings I did in this series, these cards sort of spoke to the other person, if I had the energies correct. So we're going to see what it has to say today. Oh, loyalty, a bridge, and oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so I'll hold them up. First of all, this is either you, water sign, or if you are dealing with a woman, that's who is being represented in this position. And she's looking at this bridge. So I will read the bridge, 38. 8 and 3 is 11. We don't reduce that. Okay. So, near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight are some of my traits. But in whatever form, I am your connection to places, people, or points in time. I can span the spaces that separate you. I can shorten the distance that can bring you together. Whoa. Might this be a reunion, or a reconciliation? It says, a symbol of transition and overcoming obstacles in your way. The Bridges card acts as a way to cross a divide and thereby opens up new opportunities. It's like an assist in getting you to your destination. So here you are, or here is the woman you're dealing with looking at the bridge that divides you. It's a bridge to opportunities, to reconnect. Oh, and let me see, this little dog card is loyalty. And someone there, that you feel loyalty to. Loyalty and friendship is what I stand for. I am protection and trust, support and reliance. When negative cards are around, make sure to take a closer look. I could be your counselor, your pet, or your best friend. So this is the faithful friend who can be trusted and who loves you unconditionally. So this could be a message about a friendship. Maybe that's been in separation, but there's unconditional love here. Maybe this is simply traveling to see a friend, to visit with a friend. We are in the holidays here in the States, just coming up. And of course, Christmas is on the horizon. So that feels like it might... This is always a time of year when people who love each other unconditionally sort of revisit each other. They find a way to overcome their separation, whether that's physical separation or emotional separation, and come back together in the spirit of unconditional love. So that's what I'm sort of feeling here. It's a positive water sign. There's a positive energy coming from these cards. Just going to say that. So now let's go ahead and get your reading underway. I'm trying to get faster at the opening speech, because I know that can get irritating for people. But if you are in the States or you do celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm sending you warm wishes for you and yours. I hope you are feeling a lot to be thankful and grateful for. I know I am. The underlying energy here, Page of Cups. See, this is a message of love or apology. Boom. There may be some friendship that or connection that was based on friendship that and unconditional love that sort of there's been a chasm or a division or a separation of some sort. And this is either a message of love or apology. So I like how that is already speaking to the card. This other person... And I'm just going to read it as it is. You could be dealing with a Virgo here. We have the Hermit. Lovers is Gemini. Two of Cups. Could be another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So their energy is very powerful right now. I'm going to separate these cards a bit because I know I'm going to need to clarify that. For sure. Okay. You're coming in here, water sign. Seven of Wands was in the past with some resistance. Page of Swords now. A message of clarity. Or observing some, trying to get a message of clarity, either giving it or trying, or wanting it. But it could also be that you're watching someone very closely, that you're just observing somebody from afar. But future Queen of Wands, wow. Yes, in the past there's a Tower here and the connection. Emperor, Divine Masculine shows up. You've got it under control in the Chariot. A lot of major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. So the energy that I'm feeling right now from this reading is I'm going to speak to the other person first because I'm feeling their energy a little bit more clearly. Recent past, I can't even think how long it could be, but they've been on a solitary journey. They have gone within. They may be very unavailable, keeping to themselves, keeping a low profile, but what they're doing is a lot of inner work. This is a card of a spiritual journey of, becoming your own sage, becoming your own wise counsel, becoming... It's very solitary. It is Virgo energy, if I didn't already say that. So I feel like that's what they've been coming through. They've been coming through a period of deep inner self-reflection, really connecting with their own spiritual team, becoming aware of their spirituality. And then what's stepping forward now is the Lovers. This is them in the present making a choice. Of course, I said it's a Gemini card, but it doesn't have to be a Gemini. It is, though, about sort of moving into a mental energy of making a choice, either of love for others, another, right? just the two, or self-love. And I'm not saying that you have to make a choice, but it almost feels like this person has been in a solitary, sort of cloistered phase while they make a decision of whether they're going to move toward you. Two of Cups. Twin flame soulmate. So there's some question here. Okay, computer heating up. Activate higher fan. That was my lesson during Mercury retrograde. Okay. So I do feel that they're in the decision making mode right now after some long period of self-reflection and sort of a spiritual awakening, and moving toward their, what are they choosing? What are they trying to decide is about the Two of Cups, is about this connection, twin flame soulmate connection. So there is love here on their part for you. They just need to decide how to move forward, what it means to them. I'm just going to leave that there for now because that's just what came in. For you here, water sign, there's been a period of resistance in the past, moving now into this sort of just trying to take information in. Now, that could mean you're watching this person on social media. It could just mean that you're asking people questions. But it's messages. It's messages that are providing clarity, providing some truth, helping you see a truth, understand something in a different way. And then you shift in the future into this Queen of Wands. So again, Queen of Wands is she's a manifestor and an attractor. She's not afraid to stake her claim. She's very enterprising, very creative, loving, and there's just something about her that's undeniably attractive. Regardless of looks, there's an attractive quality to this energy that's almost irresistible to the other. And that's the energy you're shifting into. You're shifting out of resisting this connection or this person. You're now in the presence of present mind of information. Knowledge is power, and I've got to get my eyes open, and you're just accumulating data, taking in data, and delivering or receiving messages of clarity. I'm feeling it's about clarity. But again, it's in your head. Now, these two energies are fire. Even the resistance is passionate. But going forward, you're going to shift into a high vibration, passionate, action-taking energy. And then in the connection, we have the Tower here. So something came down, or something happened very suddenly that shifted this whole connection. And here we are now in the Emperor. This is divine masculine is forward here in the present energy. The Emperor, that's Aries, is in control, very much an action taker, sort of suffers no fools, embodies all four of the kings. So this is high vibration, divine masculine energy. And it could just be that as you're sending and receiving messages of clarity, and this person is in a decision-making frame of mind with the Lovers with regard to this connection, it could just be that this message here is that divine masculine is in control. And I don't mean that in a controlling way, but just in control. So whichever one of you embodies the energy of the divine masculine, and that is not gender specific. Divine feminine is very receptive. She lets things evolve over time. Divine masculine is very action forward, is the one that's reaching out, the one that usually, we've got runner chaser in the energy of the twin, and divine masculine usually is the one that takes some form of action, while the divine feminine is a little more fluid and receptive to a process. So Just going to leave that there. And then in the future, we have the Chariot. And that is about forward motion, but it's not clear. If it can be that they're stuck. You see one Sphinx is standing and ready to go, and one is laying down like, yeah, no bueno, I'm not moving. So I will clarify that to see. What I want to know is, tell me about the Lovers. Six of Cups. Yes, past life soulmate here. This is somebody who is making a decision about a past life soulmate or someone from the past. This could be you, water sign. They're feeling a little left out in the cold or unable to access some sense of stability within this connection. That's probably what they're weighing out. Two of Cups. Help me understand the Two of Cups. Oh. Well, Temperance comes out. They definitely want balance. They know they need to be patient, temper the energies, create a sense of balance energetically. And here's why. We have on top of the Two of Cups is the Moon. So we've got Pisces energy, and Temperance is Sagittarian energy. So I'm sort of feeling like this is emotional. The future is, there's a lot they don't know, or that's hidden, that they're unaware of with regard to the Two of Cups. They know they need to be patient and maintain a sense of energetic balance, meaning don't get too lost in their fears. You can have a fear or anxiety about if you don't know how that person's going to respond. If this person's making a decision to move towards you, let's say, you're the Two of Cups, and they don't know how you're going to receive that. That can be anxiety provoking. It can create some fear, but it shouldn't stop you. It's an underlying energy that you use that you manage. And I feel like what they're aware of is a need to balance and temper their energies and not get too lost in the fear or the power of the emotions. What were you resisting here, water sign? And again, if I have the roles reversed, just flip it. Whoever this person is, they were resisting a King of Wands. They were resisting that sort of mate here. The divine masculine energy coming in the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but they have the action energy of the Wands. High vibration King. One more on that, please. Yes, Ten of Pentacles there's some. This is everybody coming together, supporting stability, security. This always makes me feel of that Mikasa Sukasa, like you open the doors to the castle and let the kingdom come in. It's very open and it's grounded, it's secure, it's massive abundance and stability. And I feel that there's been some resistance on your part, water sign, with regard to someone who might be coming in, seeking this with, that you want this with, but you've been resisting it, or someone that you feel might threaten it. Because that resistance is also this is a defensive posture. So it's not just resisting because you're afraid. It can be, oh no, you're not going to come in and knock down my Ten of Pentacles. You're not going to threaten that. So it can be either way. And now you're in this Page of Swords. Why the Page of Swords? Chariot. Yeah, you want to, you're waiting to see when you can move forward. You're waiting for an all clear, that sword, that clarity, the all clear, a message of clarity that tells you it's okay to move forward. In the future, this Queen of Wands, I feel like you're going to be the action taker. This other person may wait for you to make the first move. Ten of Cups. That's what's coming in. That's what you're going to take action on. is when I said in the beginning, you know, she sort of stakes her claim to this 10 of Cups. It's interesting that comes up right under the 2 of Cups, and this person is a little bit more fearful of how you'll receive their energy. Tower. In the past here, something went off the rails. Judgment. All right, so this would be answering the call after something came apart. After something came apart. Now, this could be as simple as the 2 of you hitting a rough patch, and because the relationship wasn't on stable ground, it sort of crumbled quickly, and now you're trying to reconcile and come back together and seek a second chance. That's sort of in the past. So I'm feeling that this is second chances on something that came apart. It could be that something came apart not with either one of, like, not with you as a couple, but in your respective lives. And that is now prompting this reconciliation, this opportunity to come back together to answer the call of this powerful, powerful connection. And the Emperor. Two of Cups. Okay, so this person, to me, I feel like this person up here is the divine masculine. I just feel that energy, and they're trying to bring into the present the 2 of Cups. And that's what this person is going to do in the future. And that's what they're working on right now, but they're feeling a little bit, they don't know what's going on. They're out in the cold. They are not privy to what's happening with you. Chariot in the future. One more, please. Yeah, I think in the future there's going to be a lot of anxiety about moving this connection forward. A lot of sleepless nights, wanting to move to calmer waters. Once this chariot gets underway, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental energy expressed, a lot of worry, and then moving to smoother, calmer waters. You know, you got to get over that, because this person has the moon, right? There's fears for them, and there's fear within the connection and anxiety within the connection about moving forward and moving to smoother waters. But the good news is you'll be able to lay the burden down. 10 of Wands, that's the end of this stressful cycle you've been dealing with. And I do feel that this clearing away has made this reconciliation or reunion possible. And I feel it's more of a reunion because we have the bridge here. So I'm going to say reunion. And you know, the void is about sort of resting and reassessing and letting go of what doesn't serve you and setting your intentions. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. Right now, I feel you, water sign, are trying to find the clarity with regard to how to move forward. In the future, there will still be anxiety about it, but that phase will come to an end. That cycle will come to an end. And right now, divine masculine is running the show with regard to the 2 of Cups, taking the action needed to move this forward. Okay, so what I want to do for you now, water sign, is in the extended. I'm going to look at a message to you from this other person, a message to them from you, a message from the universe or spirit for advice or action steps, and then an outcome card. And if there's any hint on when this this chariot might get moving, it would come out in the 10 position of the outcome card, okay? So if this sounds like something that you're dealing with and you're interested to see how it progresses, the link to the extended is below. Follow me over there. If not, I'll see you on a future video, and thanks for joining me. Bye, water sign.